Hi everybody, I'm David with Bolivar Live, and once again we're here with Beth Terminella with 110 Realty Group for Real Estate Talk with Beth. First I want to say Happy New Year to everyone.
Happy
and you, Beth.
New Year, yes, thank you.
We froze through Christmas and we brought in the new year with a bang. So I was talking to Beth over the holidays, Christmas holidays, when she asked me if I was freezing because she was up in Dallas.
Right, yeah.
And we were talking about homes, and you know, a lot's changing now. We've got prices went way up. They're starting to sort of weasel down a little bit.
And you know, we were talking about the year-end numbers, and
right.
You know, I'm working on that step at seeing where things were, and you were like, well, Beth, what's the difference between front row versus second and third row all the way back? And I said, well, let's look at that. It'll take a lot of work, but let's do it.
And so what you're looking at now is she went in because everyone wants a beachfront home. That's the dream of a lot of people. Me personally, I want to be 5 or 6 rows back or on the Bayside.
On the Bayside.
But what I wanted to show people, because prices have gone up, they haven't come down as much as I'd like to see, but they have come down a little bit. But what you can get on the same house, whether you're beachfront, then that same home, or about 2 rows back, in that same home 5 or 6, 7 rows back, because like I told you, you can always take a golf cart to the beach and drive 5 or 6 blocks. And looking at this, it'll save you $500,000.
Well, yeah, that's
and a golf cart you can buy for about $6,000.
Right, and a couple of gallons of gas. You know, the beachfront homes, and these are all active. I only chose active homes on the market as of yesterday. So right now, you can get the beachfront home if that's your ultimate dream. Is whether you're using for an investment, or second vacation home, or if you're going to live there full time, that home is going to run you about $1.2 million.
Right.
You know, somewhere there about, depending on the age of the home. This is an average, but that has a 4-bedroom, 3-bath, 2,300 square feet. Those are the averages.
And typically a beachfront is a bigger home. You don't see very many beachfronts
that
are 1,000 square foot.
I wouldn't spend the money because that land is costing you so much. I would put a bigger house on a beachfront property. But the 4-bedroom, 3-bath, we know looking at rentals that those do rent better. So what we're going to see is that the average throughout the beachfront, the second and third, and further back, all the averages are 4-bedroom, 3-bath.
3-bath.
Yeah, which I think is pretty good.
Yeah, and you know, looking at the cost, it's about half price for a 5, 6, 7 row back versus beachfront, and about 25-30% less from a beachfront to a second row. It looks like.
Yeah, you can get a 4-bedroom, 3-bath with about 1,600 square feet for about $750,000. And not only is that sales price going to be less, we should get Dan in here to talk about insurance. Insurance is going to be less. Your taxes are going to be less. So
because it all revolves around the cost of your house.
The sales price, right. So that, and plus your exposure to the storm is not going to be as bad. It'll just that second or third row back.
Yeah, and you know, I was here when I hit, and the ones that really took the brunt and disappeared were a lot of the front row. There were a few that survived, but a lot, depending on where you were on the peninsula, but a lot of the front rows, you know, were on 87 or across the bay. And they're built different now too, so that's going to be a big difference. You know, like I believe it was Sandcastle or Lafitte's, one of those subdivisions in there, had very few homes that disappeared during Ike, except maybe the beachfront, because they were newer homes and built to the standards. A lot of the homes in the Emeralds and Ramadas that disappeared were older homes because those were older subdivisions. They were built on telephone poles versus, you know, treated poles. They weren't as high off the ground. And so that's the reason why they disappeared. They were built with found wood and scraps versus what we have now. We've come back with homes that are about twice as big. Probably the average home is probably twice as big as it was pre-Ike.
Right.
You know, and at some point we're going to quit talking about pre-Ike because we're here, but that's how we, you know, everyone rates everything where you hear before Ike, you know. But this is what I wanted to show y'all is if you have a family and you want a beach house, you know, a 5-minute, 4-minute drive can save you $500,000.
Right. So you could
know,
go
and make it affordable for you if that's what you're looking for. If you've got $600,000 you want to spend, you know, or that you're approved for, you know, go for the $500,000, buy you a golf cart. Or you might be able, a lot of these homes have golf carts, you might even be able to negotiate it in with the sale. I didn't say that, but it's an idea.
We're running into that buyer's market, so things are changing. We're going to talk about that eventually, that buyers have a little bit more time to make those decisions.
Right.
You can negotiate a little bit more now than you could a year ago.
And I can tell you, a golf cart is a have to have down here.
Yeah.
I mean, it's sort of, to me, if you're going to have a beach house, you'll enjoy it. Taking the morning strolls on the beach, taking the ride. A lot of people drive through their subdivision, you know, and stop and visit with other neighbors and that.
Yeah.
And so, but Beth, thanks for pulling this up.
Right. You're welcome.
Excuse
and
me.
something else, you know, to consider when you are on that fourth and back. A lot of those houses, if the developer situated those lots correctly, you still get good views.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You
So
can have some good views.
you can have some good views. You can still hear the ocean crashing.
And still get the breeze in the
Oh
summertime.
yes, it's still get all of that, and you know you're looking at about $400 a foot for that. So
versus the 527.
527. Isn't that amazing? We're
Yeah.
at 527 a foot average.
Yep.
Yeah, that's quite a difference from where we were last year.
Yes, and we're actually going to go through that here over the next couple weeks. We're going to do a 2021
Recap. 2022.
2022 recap.
Yeah.
And we may reach back because that's something I want to see is pre-pandemic. I'd like to see where we were in 2019 versus where we were in 2020. And then we can look at where we're going in 2023.
What would be another interesting show is to get George in here to talk about short-term rentals, where they were
in 2019
compared to where they are now.
From what I'm seeing from some of the area businesses, we're getting back to, I mean, for 2019, then came 21, 22. You really can't rate stuff on that because everything down here was just going crazy.
Right.
And so if you're renting, you had a rental, you know, your rentals were solid for 2 years just about. Now we're starting to see some homes open here and there because we're getting back. People are traveling. People are getting back. Kids are in school. And so we're getting back to that typical season for Bolivar Peninsula. So
Right. And something else on these, you know, that fourth and back properties, if you're in the heart of Crystal Beach, those rent just as good, well, almost as good as the beachfront on the outer lying areas. So as an investment standpoint, that 587,
you can buy two for the price of one.
You can buy two for the
price
price
of one. Double your money. So, well, Beth, if people want to get hold of you to talk about, maybe they have looking for a home, looking for a piece of property, because I know you've got some property to build a custom home, how can they get hold of you?
You can call me. I'm at 214-801-9801. You can go to our website, WeSellCrystalBeach.com, or you can come see me. I'm here locally. We're across from the big store, diagonal.
Got a big picture of her on the side of the building.
So it's right there.
Cool. Well, we'll be back next week again on Mondays. Every Monday at 10:30 or 11 for 2023. We've got Real Estate Talk with Beth, and you can see it on our social media channels, our website, and now on Roku, on Bolivar Live TV on Roku, and Amazon Fire. Until next time, I'm David with Bolivar Live with Beth from 110 Realty Group. Y'all have a great day, great week. Come see us and have an awesome 2023. spend it here on the Upper Texas Coast, Bolivar Peninsula. God bless, and bye-bye. 110 Realty Group on Bolivar Peninsula, located in Crystal Beach, Texas, believes finding the perfect home or property is a necessity for every client, that it's crucial to provide relevant, up-to-date information on the market, properties, and homes for sale to each and every seller or buyer. Keeping up with the market in today's world is how 110 Realty Group exceeds expectations for their clients. 110 Realty Group in Crystal Beach, Texas are your real estate sales professionals, both in beach home sales and property sales. Finding the perfect custom home on Bolivar Peninsula is a specialty of Beth Terminella and Leslie Armstrong. Keeping up with the daily changes and available homes, properties, and the changing market makes 110 Realty Group the choice for several custom builders for spec homes and investors looking for short-term rentals, along with home buyers looking for that perfect beach house for their family. 110 Realty Group for all your real estate needs on Bolivar Peninsula, in Galveston County, and across Texas.